See, one mere thought changes the rhythm of your breathing. Some person whom you loved is now no more, and the memory of that person comes, and you begin to sob. What is sobbing? It is the rhythm of breathing is changing. Have you seen some children sometimes when they are in great anger, they hold their breath and they go red. They won't breathe. They are so angry they won't breathe. जहां फिक्र आई, मन में कुछ बदला, सांस बदली. The fear, the scare, the insecurity is so deep down sitting in your mind. And this emotional ups and downs creates an unrhythmic breathing which further destroys the peace of your mind. But for a bhakta means a devotee who is in tune with God, says, my Lord is with me, why should I worry? And the bhakta says, things happen. That is the nature of things. Things happen. So if somebody dies, he says, okay Lord, whatever you wish. Whatever your wish, that is my wish. A new birth happens, the devotee says, that's the will. Lord has sent us a baby to play with and act like a mom and dad and have the chance to teach. So we will become a teacher. The bhakta never says, I am your father, now listen to me, and rules on that poor child. You know, the parents, they have so much of unfulfilled desires, then they wish to get all those things done through their children. And sometimes the children become the punching bag, they are being punched in name of love. You have to come in A grader, you have to be an A grader. One day the son asked, Father, what was your grade? And father slapped him. How dare you ask me this question? Now, will this person be a good father himself? I really doubt it. Because unknowingly his personality has been shaped up that it is okay to beat your child. It is okay to lose your frustration on your child. The poor child who is dependent on the parents. I know about a son, when his father used to slap him, he would count how many slaps he has been given. So he is being slapped and he would count 1, 2, 3. One day his mother saw this and she said, son, why do you count the slaps? He pulled out a notebook. He had kept the account of how many slaps have happened to him. And he said, one day he'll be old. Then I'll take my mathematics out. That is why I say, the yogic sciences are not just for a religious-minded person. This should become a mandatory syllabus for every school. Every kid is being taught how to do pranayam, how to breathe well, how to understand that they have a superior existence, a divine existence within them, and they are taught how to connect with that. Let the children have all other subjects. They should learn everything. But isn't this important, how to manage your body and mind? You have all the degrees, PhDs and everything, and yet you don't know how to manage your own mind. You are sulking, you are stressful, you commit suicides. Degree holder people, they do it. Uneducated, they do it. Religious people, they do it. Non-religious do it. Theists do it. Atheists do it. They don't know how to manage their own mind. And it could have been so simple. Just manage your breathing. This is the beauty of yogic sciences. हर इंसान को प्राणायाम की अकल होनी चाहिए और वो प्राणायाम रोज करता हो. हाँ, और ईश्वर पर उसका विश्वास और प्रेम हो. क्योंकि अभी ईश्वर प्राप्ति की इच्छा ही नहीं है, तो इसलिए ईश्वर पर विश्वास ही कर सकोगे और क्या करोगे. पर मैं कहती हूँ विश्वास ना हो फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. सिर्फ प्राणायाम रोज करता रहे, उसका जीवन इतना खूबसूरत हो जाएगा. तो भक्त अपना जीवन खूबसूरत बनाता है ईश्वर के विश्वास, प्रेम, और योगी अपने जीवन को सुंदर बनाता है अपने यौगिक अभ्यास से. On one hand, people say, "Oh, I believe in God," and yet they'll be thinking and sulking, "Oh, what would happen tomorrow? Oh, what would happen to my children? Oh, what would happen to me? I'm now getting old. Will I die? I don't want to die. What will happen to me?" A son was saying to his father, "Father, don't die on me. Will you be there tomorrow also?" And father said, "Yes." But isn't he saying a lie? But we keep our children away from the concept of death, whereas I think every child should be exposed to the concept of death also. And let every parent teach the child that I am just a custodian as long as I am physically alive. Otherwise, God is with you, whether I am there physically there or not. Yeah, a very young child might not understand, but every day when you will be talking to the child in this way, the child will learn. This is what happened to Prahlad, the great Bhakta. The great scripture Srimad Bhagavad talks about Prahlad, his mother, and his guru, Devrishi Narad, used to teach him this. We are all children of Lord, and Lord will take care of us. Death and birth, everything is planned. Do your good karma, do your good actions, serve everybody. Serve with humbleness, not egotistically. With humbleness, serve everybody, love everybody. Love you. But to love everybody, you need to love yourself first. And if you love yourself first, then definitely you will learn asana, pranayam, and take charge of your body and mind. I really wonder, why do you hate yourself? You don't want to take charge of your body and mind. एक आदमी कहता, लो जी बच्चों की चिंता ना करे तो क्या करें हम, करनी पड़ती है भाई. इस जन्म के इन बच्चों को तो बड़ा रो रहे हो, जिनको पीछे छोड़ा है उनको याद भी नहीं करते. जो अभी कर रहे हो यही प्रोग्राम पहले भी था, कोई नई चीज थोड़ी कर रहे हो. हर बच्चा जवान होता है, हर जवान शादी करता है, हर जवान बच्चे पैदा करता है, हर जवान बुढ़ा होता है, हर जवान बुढ़ा होकर एक दिन मर जाता है, बच्चे छोड़ जाता है. मरने के बाद कौन याद करता हम कहाँ से आए थे और कहाँ नहीं आए थे. पर जहाँ जन्मते वहाँ नई कहानी फिर शुरू कर लेते. ये मेरे ये मेरे ये मेरे 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 करते फिर मर जाते हैं, फिर नई जगह पहुंच जाते हैं, फिर वहाँ चालू हो जाते हैं मेरे मेरे मेरे. In India, one advertisement company made this wonderful advertisement. These people are great thinkers, great creative thinkers. The story goes like this, that a child is traveling in a bus, and this child is a sick boy. He has this small patka on his head, and this Punjabi family is traveling in a bus, and they are traveling in South India. And suddenly the boy looks out and the village seems very familiar, and suddenly he sees a house and his memory of past life comes out, and he stops the bus and goes and he says, "This is my house," and there is an old woman sitting, and he says to her, "Shanta, kaisi hai? How are you, Shanta?" This old woman gets shocked. Who are you? It's a boy, and a Punjabi Sikh boy. How does he know I'm Shanta? And he says, "Where is my box? Where is my box?" He goes in and he lifts up that cloth. And the box is there. He opens up his box and there was another box in it. And he opens up that. And there he had kept his gold coins. And he comes back and holds the hand of old lady and says, "Shanta, I am back." There have been these stories, but there are more than 6,000 cases recorded. They are lying in Harvard, in Oxford, in Stanford. And these cases have been investigated. Investigated, I'm saying. And it's not just happening to the South Asians. There have been stories coming out from Egypt, from Greece, from America, from Africa, world over. And this panel of people would go meet the child, explore, go back to those villages, houses, meet the people, record and everything. So the same story. Every life, you do the same thing. You don't get bored? Sadhu says, "I am bored of this nonsense. So now no more new attachments. And I'm just going to have attachment with my Lord alone. That's it." With others, I'll have a very nice relationship, very respectful. I'll do my duty, I'll do my job, but I'll not attach my mind with the person. Because this attachment punishes us. I see old people waiting and hoping that their children will call them, their children will come to see them. Maybe they'll come in the Christmas, maybe they'll come on the Thanksgiving Day, and the children are so busy in their own life because you taught them to be selfish. Yes, you did that. Be a go-getter. Get rich. He's doing that. Why are you now waiting for? He has no time to waste. I know one businessman said to me, he said, "My 1 minute is worth 1 lakh rupees. I have no time to waste." I said, "How come?" He said, "I make a deal like this, I make that much money." When he said this statement to me, right after 2 years he had a brain stroke. Today he is half paralyzed, can't speak clear. He has all the time, he can't make any money. And I can't even say to him, "I said so, I was right, you never heard me." That will be inhuman. But whenever he meets me, he cries. Why didn't I do what you are asking us to do? Now I can't even move my arm. What to say about doing asana? Why did this happen to him? Too much thinking, too much stress, too much traveling. Being a go-getter. I'm not saying that making money is bad. Absolutely not. But don't go crazy for it. I'm not saying don't eat good food. See, over here things are not in my control. Come to ashram, you'll come to know what good food is. All organic, all good food. We even cook khichdi, people love that. We have our recipes. My disciples have been taught. So they cook so nicely, so beautifully, so lovingly. They are singing Shabad and Bhajan, and they are cooking. See, in your homes you might have 4 people, 5 people, 6 people. In ashram at any time, 200 people, 500 people are staying there. If it is a Gurpurab, if it is a celebration, if it is some event, 5,000 people. But everybody will be served with food. And the people are loving it while cooking, while serving. They are enjoying it. They are doing there so that when they go back home, they carry on the same aptitude. है ना, जितने प्यार से वो लोग वहाँ बनाते हैं, सबके लिए भोजन पकाते हैं, सिमरन करते हुए पकाते हैं, फिर सबको खिलाते हैं. आसान बात नहीं है कहने की 3,000 लोगों को भोजन खिलाना, 4,000 लोगों को भोजन खिलाना. और इतना बन जाता है कि बच जाता है और फिर उसको सड़क पर ले जाते हैं कि आते जाते लोगों को खिलाते हैं. और वो सीखते हैं ये कि निष्काम कर्म कैसे करते हैं और सेवा का आनंद क्या है, ताकि जब वो घर जाएं तो अपने 2-3 बच्चे, सास ससुर और पति और दूसरे सब लोगों के लिए उतने ही प्रेम से और निष्कामता से वो भोजन पका सके. See, if you're not enjoying what you are doing, only then you expect somebody to appreciate or applaud you. If you're enjoying what you are doing, you are not waiting for somebody to come and say, oh, you did a good job. But if you are angry and frustrated and stressed out, oh, you hate everything then. A husband came back from work. His wife was sitting on the sofa. He said, can you get me a glass of water? She said, can't you see I'm sitting? Are you blind? There is the kitchen, go there. Drink water and bring me a glass of water. So this is the beginning of their quarrel, and then the battle happens. The show happens in one house, the neighbors get a free show. See, I am not addressing all the names and the questions. So I read the question one time and then I answer all when I'm speaking. There is one left which I'll address now. The question is, what is the definition of chastity? Avoidance of all coital activity on the avoidance of emissions, and instead sublimating that energy. What is the importance? Does sublimating the energy help your spiritual progress? I'll have to bring some Ayurvedic principles over here to explain certain things. There are 7 dhatus in your body. The constituent is 7 elements. 7 dhatu. Beginning from ras, rakt, mams, med, majja, asti. And the 7th comes is the virya, or rajas in the woman body. 7. There's a procedure to it. When you eat food, in 24 hours, it gets converted into rasa. Loosely speaking, we can say plasma. Loosely, I'm saying. Then in next 5 days, the rakta. And keep on adding 5 days, keep on adding 5 days. Rakta is the blood. Mams, muscles, med, the fat, adipose tissues and all. Asti is bone. Virya, the spermatozoa, is the 7th one. It takes good 35 days for that food to get converted into sperm. And there is the 8th one, which we call ojas, a spark of life, a great spark, which enhances the functioning of the whole 7 dhatus and the systems. It took 35 days. And here you had a sexual intercourse and you lost it. So what are you losing? That which took 35 days, the juice of your body, which strengthens all the other 6 dhatus. So, you should lose it with great understanding. You must have read these stories about the rishi and the sages and the kings. In the Bhagavad Purana and other Purana, you hear these stories that they got married and then they kept on doing meditations. And then one day the wife says that I need a child. And then the husband says, okay, from today we do artapasya, austerities. Well, they were already doing it and now again they are doing it. But they were actually preparing the body. And they would discipline their food, eat those foods which will nourish their body more, make the body toxic free, make the mind strong. So lot of japam, lot of chanting, lot of pranayam, lot of asana. And there's specific food. In this book, Ayurveda, the basic principles of Ayurveda, there is a chapter on, I have given for the pregnancy also. Because many people used to ask me, what is the detail? So I have given that detail over there. So they are doing this tapasya and chanting and asana and everything. And sometimes there are these stories, they would take 5 years, 10 years. They're still meditating. Why? See, if the seed is good, then the plant will be good. If a seed is rotten, the plant can't be healthy. It's a big, big responsibility to bring a soul. And it should be a great soul. It shouldn't be a devil. Devil is not one being. Anybody who has tamasic negativity is a devil. So the people who understood the mechanism of the body said that do not overindulge in sex. Sex is not looked down upon. No, no, no. It is a divine mechanism to bring new human being. And this human being could be a great saint, a great yogi, a great warrior, a great thinker, a great philosopher. It is said that if you regiment your sexual life, total abstinence is not said or advised. If you are just regimenting it nicely and properly, even then you are a brahmachari. See, normally people go into sex for emotional stress releases. Or for looking at joy. They're looking for pleasures. But a mind which is wise doesn't need any outer external activity to feel joy. And there is no stress to be released. So a man and woman, they can live together and not use one another's body to stress release. But they are great friends to one another. And if they wish to go into it, they go into it very willfully and nicely and beautifully. The regimentation has been recommended by Sri Krishna, by even our yogis, for certain practices. Yes, For certain practices, it is said that total abstinence is required. But these practices are very deeper one, not for everybody. जब भी शादी करते हैं ना हिंदुओं में, तो उस समय वो बोलते हैं दूल्हे को कि तू विष्णु है, और लड़की को बोलते हैं तू लक्ष्मी है. अब विष्णु और लक्ष्मी कहने का क्या मतलब? राइज अबव द सिंपल बॉडी अटैचमेंट्स. बी अ विष्णु, बी अ लक्ष्मी, बी अ गॉडेस. See, our masters, our great gurus, our great rishis and sages have been so wise. There is no aspect of human life which they haven't talked about, or explored, or explained. And especially on this one subject, I had written a whole book, Transcending Indulgence. Please read that book. It's all about this only. Friendship, mating, sex, parenting. It's all about that. It's very important. In end, I'll just say, whatever I'm giving you, the methods for practice, please focus on that. Okay? Please focus on that. Reading, listening is all for this very purpose, that you practice. Just keep on practicing. Don't worry about the results. They would be so much evidently clear for you. Okay? Don't ask me small questions. What should I do? What shouldn't I do? No. Just make your mind silent. All answers will come from within. Life is very important, just don't waste it. That's the only thing which I can say. ठीक है, इसी के साथ वाणी को विश्राम. I end here today's session.